Okay, judges, this one's for you. So first of all, thank you very much for volunteering to help. How the judging is going to work, we will just quickly run through all the stations so you know what to expect. All the rules you'll be uh, upholding. Sounds very official. Jordan and I will be running around helping out anyway. Anyone who is really unsure will try and literally come with you the whole time, pretty much. But let me run through now so you know what to expect. So first things first, every run, if it's a solo person, will be going 1,000 meters on the treadmill. You can ignore the bikes. The treadmills are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. You complete the first run before you do any exercises. The second run is completed before, after the sled push, before the sled pull. Third one after the burpees, before the rower. Fourth one after the farmer's carry, before the lunges. We'll run through the stations in a second. If it's doubles, which is most of them tomorrow, partner A starts on treadmill number 1, whilst partner B starts on bike number 1. There's no set distance for the bike, that is just an active recovery. Each partner will do 600 meters on the treadmill. They'll be able to see this nice and easy, so don't panic about distances. Then they change with their partner. They have to do 600 meters before they change. They can't break it up any more than that. It's 1,200 meters in total. Again, they'll know that. But they must do 600 each. Then from their first run, they'll come onto the ski erg. These will already be set up on meters on the screen. They can set this damper to whatever they like. Their partner, if they're in pairs, must stand on the cross whilst they're waiting. They can change at any time. So they just ski till they hit 1,000 meters. They can keep changing between their partners whenever they want. Sleds, partners must follow each other. So if I'm pushing up here and my partner's behind me, my partner must be following me the whole time. All the way to the top. As you get to the top, to complete the length, you must push that sled onto the rubber, even ever so slightly. So that's fine, as long as the sled the sled feet touch the rubber, then that is absolutely fine. There'll be 6 lengths of these, so up there and back 3 times. So you'll finish at the same end. Just make a little tally on your judging scorecard if you need to, just to keep an eye on that one. Like I say, partners must follow. When you finish here, partner A will jump onto, doesn't matter who partner A and B are, by the way, but partner A will jump onto treadmill number 2, partner B on bike number 2, exactly the same format, 600 meters each, 1,200 in total. They must complete the full 600 before they switch. When they finish that 1,200 meters, they'll come onto the sled pull. We'll probably set it up so they start this end. That'll be a bit easier. We'll see how we go. Either way, whichever end they start, exactly like the sled push, they must follow their partner. So if it is the other end, they'll run up the lane. They'll start doing their sled pull. Same rules with the feet. The feet must touch the black rubber. You come up with me on this one. So, from a judging point of view, the athletes can't touch the green track. Now, the other end, on the slightly shorter rope, for their first pull of the rope, they're able to go 1 foot onto the carpet just because the rope's not quite long enough. But after that, they cannot touch the green track and they cannot touch the white box. Whilst I'm pulling the rope, partner B can't move the rope around. So if they're going to fall over, they can tell them not to go out, but their partner can't move the rope for them. So just a solo effort on that. Once they've done their 6 on there, jumping onto the burpees. Let me place the mic down for this one. So, burpees. Hands must be within 30 centimetres of the toes when you're doing this. So they can be just out in front, that's fine. For the first rep, the hands cannot touch the green. So put your hands on the white line, kick the feet back. They can walk back or jump back. Jump in, again, feet must come within 30 centimetres of the hands, and then they must jump forwards. That is the same for every rep. So I'll do a few, just a quick demo again. Sorry, you're going to get a load of breathing now. So, hands within 30 centimetres of the feet, kick back, jump in, jump forwards. They can also, again, hands nice and close, they can step back, that's fine, and they can also step in, bringing the feet parallel and in line with the hands, and then they must jump every time. There'll be 8 lengths of these. They can change at any point with their partner. If they change with their partner, you must start with a burpee. So they can't go jump, switch with their partner, and they jump again. must be a burpee first. As they get to the end, for that last burpee, they must jump all the way over the edge of the green track to complete the burpees. Come out of breath. Once they've done 8 lengths of that one, back down the other end, so they'll run down this lane, or they'll be this end, and they'll go on to treadmill number 3, again 600 metres, whilst partner B is on the first assault bike, bike number 3. 600 metres each, can't break at any point, they must complete it. They'll probably start asking to shorten out the runs at this point. No is the answer. They must do 600 metres. Doesn't matter who goes first, they must do it all in once. Once both partners have done their 600 metres, come round the outside. Oh, I'm trying to get my breath back. Onto the rower. The rower is exactly the same as the ski in terms of setup. They can change the damper to whatever they want. They're doing 1,000 metres. Feet on there. They can change whatever they want. Partner must be standing behind on the cross. If they want to at this point, they can go and get a drink. They can't bring the drink back over here. So drinks must all be done at the drink station. I was just in the sign, fell down as I said that, right on cue. They can't bring the drinks back, but you can go and get one. If you're over here, just stand on the cross, please. When you've done your 1,000 metres between you, round this end to the farmer's carry. Make sure you go round the back of the boxes. The correct weight to be waiting for you, we'll make sure that's sorted. You pick the farmer's carry up, or pick the kettlebells up, sorry, and you follow the lovely arrow system we've got set up. They'll do 16 lengths of these, so 8 there and back. Again, tally this on your chart. Pick them up. They can run, they can walk. Partners must follow all the way. So even if they're a little jog behind, they must follow the whole time. They'll go all the way to the top. As you come up here, you follow the system all the way around the end of this little square or rectangle, and all the way down. 16 lengths, so you'll finish this end. Once they finish that, they'll run back down the box, come on over, to the final run. The final run is on the origin. That'll be tough. This is where they'll definitely ask to try and swap early. No is the answer. They must do 600 metres on there, whilst their partner is on here. Again, there's no set pace for the active recovery for the partner. 600 metres each. When they're finished, they'll run up this lane to start the sandbag lunges at the top. Lunges start very similarly to the burpees. So how that works is your toes cannot be touching the line for the burpees to start with. So they can touch this line here. We advise them to start on here. And for their first lunge, they must lunge over that line. Knee to the ground, full hip extension, which basically just means they stand upright. They can't lunge like this. They must stand up, extend the hip, and knee must touch the ground. They can change the sandbag with their partners at any point, but the sandbag can't travel forward. So if we go in this direction, my partner can't be this side and take it onwards. Must take it from behind me. And the last lunge is like the burpees. If your lunge doesn't get all the way over this first line, you must do one more to complete that length. If it's just over the line, that's fine. So if it's here, that's absolutely fine, because my heel's past the line, I can turn around and go again. Once you finish the lunges, you'll finish that end. It's 10 lengths. Again, this will all be written down on your scorecard, so don't worry about that. They'll run up here, and they'll run to their designated wall ball areas. Now let me clip up again for this one. So, wall balls. The ladies' wall ball height is here, 9 foot. If it's a ladies' pair, they'll use the 4 kilo ball. Partner A will stand here and do the wall balls, whilst partner B stands on the cross. To complete the wall ball, they must get their hip below the height of their knee. So there is an acceptable depth, there isn't. If they're repeatedly getting no reps by going just to here, doesn't matter if they hit the target or not, if they're not going low enough, then we'll get the ball out, which will be waiting exactly where I just left it. And then they must hit the ball every time, so it's down and up. The other thing they must do is hit the E on the top of the target. So anywhere on the E or the little black circle round it counts. Anything too low or too high or too wide doesn't count. So there's 2 parts to a wall ball. There's the depth, which, like I say, if in doubt, get the ball out. It's not a problem. again, we'll be keeping an eye, we being Jordan and I, but if in doubt, get the ball out. You've got a clicker here for the reps, but like I say, depth and target, they're the two things you've got to worry about on the wall balls. The only other thing we might have, which we shouldn't have, because we've given a good space between everybody, is if somebody catches up. So say I'm on the treadmill at any point or any of the exercises and the pair or solo behind me catches me up, the person catching up gets priority. So if I get caught up at any point, the main weight, the main machine will be taken over by the person behind me. If I'm on the treadmill and I've done 300 meters of my run and there's 300 meters left to go, I will get off the treadmill. My judge will come with me and we'll go over here, to the yellow assault bike. I'll then jump straight on and just start pedaling, and you'll do 1.5 times the distance. So there was 300 meters left for me to go, so I'll do 450 meters on the assault bike. If this happens, which we don't think it will, then a judge will be with you to make sure we get that sorted properly. No one misses out. You're not penalised for being on here. This is just because we haven't got another treadmill. So it's about the same distance to do 1.5 times on here as it would be to be on the treadmills. Weights-wise, again, Jordan and I will be floating around, Jackson will be here, so we'll make sure the correct weights are out for the person who is on that part of the course. And judges, if there's any questions or anyone's unsure of anything at any point, just grab us. There's no harm in saying you're not sure. You're volunteering, you're helping us out, you're doing us a massive favour. All of the athletes know you're volunteering. It's not the be-all and end-all. Yeah, just ask, please. I don't think there's anything else you need to worry about. No. If there's any other questions on the setup or the stations or the exercises, anything like that, just fire us a message and we'll get it sorted. We'll also be here tomorrow. Thanks again. We couldn't do it without you guys, so I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you in the morning.